Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to day 5 of our journey down the principled path on the topic of honesty. This morning I wanted to talk to you guys about the ways in which we can connect with God to help us become more honest and find the truth in our lives. And I believe there are two methods. Those methods are prayer and meditation. Prayer for me being the setting of intention, and meditation being the listening and putting my attention on God and His voice. And that's really the point of the channel and what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to improve my own life and use it as an example for everybody else to see how the power of prayer and meditation can help us weave these spiritual principles into our daily lives. And so today's video is going to be pretty simple and pretty short. What can I do when I kneel down in prayer every morning? And I do that. I hit my knees. I get humble before God. And I have a discussion with a higher power who I believe already knows everything I'm about to say. God understands the entire playbook, top to bottom, of my life. And so when I sit down and I do those prayers, it's always to set intention rather than to ask for things or bring out a wish list. Now, I think that prayers for others and prayers for protection, those are wonderful things. I do those things. I include those things now as my prayer life continues to grow. What I would encourage you to do as we look at honesty is just to set an intention every morning to be as honest as you possibly can. Jordan Peterson frames it as tell the truth, but at least don't lie. And so maybe that's where you have to start. God, help me be more honest. Help me to follow the truth in my life. Help me to not lie today. And then after that, or even before that, I will then get quiet and I will sit in meditation for 5-10 minutes. And meditation is one of these things that may not be on everybody's radar. It sounds like it doesn't work. Just sitting quietly, I mean, I'm quiet a lot of the time throughout the day. Isn't that meditation? And I think that I've had all of those thoughts and I've had to overcome all of those thoughts. One of the ways that I would suggest, that's the very easiest way for me, is to find an object of intention. And for me, that's the breath. I often follow it in and out, or rising and falling with the muscle in my abdomen. And so once I get to that point, then I can focus on a topic like honesty. And I can say, God, I'm going to get quiet. I'm going to just follow my breath, and I'm going to let you speak to me today about whatever the principle or the theme or the issue I'm dealing with is. And then I just get out of the way. And I think that's what meditation is. It's just a process of getting quiet, getting out of the way, and allowing God to speak to us. To really try to tune in and listen, pay attention to the still small voice within. So I would encourage you to do those things today. If prayer and meditation are not both parts of your life, I would encourage you to start those habits. You don't have to be good at either one of them to start, but you have to start to see results. And I know from experience in my own life that through that process of prayer and meditation, through the process of setting my intention and then putting my attention on principled things like honesty, that my life turns out better than it could if I did anything else. So I would encourage you to do that, encourage you guys to focus on intention and attention through prayer and meditation today as it relates to honesty. Hope you all have a wonderful day. God bless you. That's all I know. God knows the rest.